early birds and night owls. My name is Nox, aka Mako, and welcome back to SimAirport. We are currently working on trying to fill out the rest of this area, and I did misplace those 3. We're going to move those as soon as they get put in because I didn't actually want to delete them. That would have been bad for us because we would have lost a ton of money there, and not really down for losing money at this point because we still have 1 loan to pay off. We're almost there, you guys. We're almost there. So as soon as we pay that loan off, I'm going to try not to take out any more just because I feel like we're making enough money to be able to pay off our next expansion, which is going to be the next runway. That's right, we're going to go all the way down here and connect the new runway, and also in here because we need to actually connect it on both sides with taxiway. I hope that still works because I don't remember if that's going to be changed or anything like that, but I'm hoping that it works. That way we can actually use the second runway and maybe fix our schedule a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the way the schedule's working right now. I just maybe would like to get a few more flights so we can make some more money, especially in here. Let's see, those are how is this done so quickly that we can put this flight right there? That is weird. That means we've been able to actually get more flights in here. We just didn't do it just because I thought that we couldn't, get more flights in there. Well, that changes everything now, doesn't it? Let's see. We are already past midnight. I'm going to go ahead and maybe try to grab something super alliance-y just because I think it's going to work for us. Get a ton of money right off the bat. Ooh. Gotta love it when we just spend so much money on other things. All right, so pause this here. We can get the A350s, which are 360 passengers, or the 787s, which are 300. Let's see. How much time do we have here? I think I could just move this down, honestly. Let's move this down closer to this guy here. I want to leave like this much room. I think that's going to be fine. If, it's been working there, it should work here. And that should be good. We should be able to grab the what was it? A350s or 787s? I can't remember what I said. I think it was the 787. No, it was the A350s. My bad. Or just one. Never mind. I'm going to have to grab one of each. Oh, they have 2 787s. All right, that's totally fine. Unless we have a morning 747 somewhere. That's not a morning 747. Let's see. Do you have a... They have 767s. That could be okay. I just not so sure I want to go there right now, so I'm just going to say no. I think I'm just going to go ahead and grab the Super Alliance flight. Sure. So we're going to go ahead and grab these 2 right up in here, and let's see. I hope they were both morning. Yes, they are. Good. Okay, so we can probably just put them, let's see. This one has, okay, so that one has to get emptied out a little bit sooner than later. I'm going to go and leave a little bit more room. Maybe not that much room, though. I guess just slightly more room, and that maybe it's going to be good. I don't know. I guess we're going to have to wait to test it out. I'm going to just do that a little bit. Hopefully that works. If not, we can just move it around. It's really not a big deal. Make it like kind of staggered on like these guys instead of like this. As you can see, I really have to work on the schedule to make it a little bit nicer, make it seem like we're always getting flights so that we won't actually miss out on any money there, but we should be getting a little bit more money. It's not that much of a difference, but we're very, very close to being able to pay off our very last loan. So you know what? It's actually good that we grabbed those 2 $10,000 flights there, because that's how we're going to make our money. And these guys probably could do with some expansion, but that's gonna have to wait for a little bit just because, like I said, we have to fix security. Security is a big mess. Oh, look at this. They're actually using all the ticketing, which is good and bad because we're gonna have to get golf cars here. These are not connected in any way, shape, or form to anything. So golf cars, oh boy. Well, that means that some of the our workers are going to be pretty busy with bringing golf cars around, which really isn't that big of an issue at all. Also, since we've been getting some garbage, it probably is a good idea. Oh my gosh. It is probably a great idea to start building some bins. So let's go ahead and extend the garbage zone out to... Sure, I'll do it to there. It looks like we have enough money now to pay that off, so let's do that. How much are our dumpsters? Because we're clearly going to have to use some of these right now. $2,000, great, we can afford 2. I'll take it. I'll take it just because we need it right now. My gosh, look at all the trash that's just sitting out there. That was my bad. That was a total oversight on my part because I kind of forgot about that. We didn't have garbage for, what? It was like 20 some odd days, and now suddenly we do, and Wow, look at how much garbage we're producing. This is actually insane. But the bright side is that we're going to be able to fill this up. Oh, it looks like we can get even more dumpsters. Perfect. Thank goodness. Let's try to just load all these guys. I'm going to stack them just like this because I'm pretty sure we can do that. If not, then I will move them. But for now, I'm just going to leave it just like that. If it works, good. If not, then, well, we're going to have to figure out something else. Maybe extend the zone out down to the bottom here. Eesh, I don't know. Alright, so we actually removed our misplant. Get it, misplant? Oh my gosh. I know, my jokes are terrible. I know. Okay, let's go ahead and put the plant back to where it was, something like here. And the reason why I'm using these plants here is because I just think that they look nice. And ooh, are they floating? Because people are like walking right underneath them or through them. I'm not so sure exactly what's going on there, but whatever it is, it looks weird. And I think we might actually have to put some more bins in this area here because it looks like people are being super messy. So let's go ahead and drop some more beans over here. 1, 2, and maybe some bins over on this side. 1, 2. We might even need some somewhere over here. Like, I want to block those though. I might have to remove some of these plants just to get some more bins because, yeah, the mess is still pretty big and we seemingly need, yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to put some bins on this side here because there's tons of mess in front of all these kiosks. So I think this is probably a good idea. Let's do that there. And the same on this side because we obviously have the same kinds of kiosks on this side and so people need a place to throw away their trash. You know, we have some in the corner. It looks like they were full. So, I see the problem here. Okay, so that, I hope, will help with our garbage problems, which actually, which was caused by trying to solve our hunger issues and our rest needs. And, oof, of course, things went wrong. Okay, so it looks like we're using all of these, and a lot of these are actually really full. This, not so good. We might just need some more garbage. I'll look for every 12 hours for now, because I have yet to see a garbage truck, and clearly we need more than what we have. Actually, since we're only going to get 2 per day, I'm going to go for another one, just because this is way too big of a mess. And maybe as soon as we get rid of all of this, we might be able to bring it down a little bit. I'm not so sure. But we can do with some more dumpsters. So let's go ahead and get another row of dumpsters here. And hopefully they'll start transporting this garbage right into them. Otherwise, oof, they're going to have to move that away into the road, and I'm really not okay with that. Also, we're going to need a ton of money just so we can build the second road, because clearly it might be a good idea to do so. We might be using all this room up for absolutely no reason. Also, I think that's going to be good for when we get tons of buses just piling up here, because that has happened. Especially when we get a garbage truck coming in here. Yeah, it's going to stop there. All the buses are going to be stopping there. There we go. All right, so this guy should take away some of it. If this is not enough, if it doesn't take away enough, we're going to have to obviously hire some more. But yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. The buses are basically stuck there until the garbage truck leaves. And of course, we have so much garbage that is going to take a while to leave. So that's causing a little bit of traffic, which is never good. Good, excuse me. Oh, why am I choking? Which is never good because, oh boy. You know what happened last time? We ended up with just traffic through the butt, and there were just so many cars that we couldn't handle it all. This loading is so slow, even though we have, like, how many gingers do we have? 20! We have 20 gingers. What did I do there, you guys? I don't know, but clearly they need to work a little bit faster because this is not okay. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to hire every 2 hours. I mean, I guess that's okay. That means another one should be... Did we research everything? Did we actually research? No, we did not. Okay, we're going to have to research that, like, right now because clearly we kind of sort of need it. And it's looking like we might be able to cut down on our trucks because they're actually loading this one up with everything. But that's exactly why this isn't good, because now we have so much traffic that it's basically, ooh, we're probably not going to get the buses over here. Maybe we should just, can we set this one free? We cannot set this one free. Oh boy, well, it looks like we caused a little bit of a problem by not making sure that the traffic, or that the garbage was actually getting picked up in time. So there we go. All of our passengers are just walking right out of here, which is exactly what we did not want to happen. Right, so, security. Do I want to deal with this problem now or later? It seems like right now it's a little bit overfilled, so we should probably deal with it now. I guess, although I'm trying to save money just so we can do the next runway, but I guess that's not going to happen right now. So fair enough. Maybe now is the time to, you know, start building on security, but it looks like we might just need a little bit more money because foundation costs a butt ton. So hopefully this traffic issue is going to clear up because clearly we're gonna be missing quite a lot of flights with our passengers just being arguing pirates all over the place. Yeah, it looks like we're didn't even need more trucks apparently. Oh no, never mind. The other ones should be going now. Whew. Well, we cleared up a few buses. That's good news there. Jeez. That was bad, you guys. That was really bad. So I think maybe 3-4 garbage trucks per day might help to keep that problem from happening again. I'm not so sure. But I'm hoping that that actually solves this issue so we no longer have to have traffic backups just like that. Otherwise, multi-lane access it is. So we got a new area built in over here so we can actually do our whole security shtick. Did have to get quite a lot of loans out though because this tiny area here was just really expensive, which of course is pretty unfortunate. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some walls up in here because of course we're going to need a wall in this area here, which is going to cost us a pretty penny, but you know what, we can afford that for now. Now I had this idea because if we do this like an open plan layout where we just have these security areas just right there, we're going to have problems. Reason being that people are going to just go to the first ones and ignore the ones that are further down here. So the idea that I have is that I'm going to put these two, or the bag scanners and the metal detectors behind a wall with doors. Put the check ID stands within the right outside the walls and doors. I don't know if that's gonna work because of course it's gonna split the security zone. I might have to leave like one gap somewhere that's totally open just to make sure the security zone kind of sort of works. It's, you know, not 100%, but it's definitely something I want to try out just because what I've done before really hasn't worked for us, but we clearly need to have the security going this way instead of down. We just don't have enough room for it to go down. We can add, you know, a few more on the side here and here, but it's just never going to be enough for the amount of people that we're going to get into this airport, especially with, you know, the whole thing being only half done at this point, so that's kind of not good. So where are our workers? They are definitely working on the wall, just very slowly, and there's still people just flooding right through there, which is, you know, never a good thing. Never a good thing at all. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some brand new machinery just because we clearly don't have enough. Oh boy. It looks like there's a lot of dumb people actually stuck in the wall trying to find their way through there, and they're not going to be able to find their way through because, you know, there's just no doors there. GG, you guys. GG. You all tried and you're... Oh, I see some first class people here too. You're going to miss your flight that you paid an arm and a leg for. I am so sorry, but that's your own fault for being kind of dumb with your pathing. Anyway, right. So we're going to get some metal detectors. We could get the body scanners. Let's see. How expensive are those? Because I've never actually used those. 5,100? I mean, I don't think they're any different from the metal detectors, at least at this point they're not. And the metal detector, oh, we have 2 in stock, so I can't exactly tell the price right now. So let's go ahead and use the two in stock. I guess we can probably go to this wall. So we're gonna just, let's see, something like Zeus, except not there. We're gonna put it right in here. Yeah, we should probably leave some room. And is this the right orientation? I can't even tell. Oh boy, I have none in that orientation. It seems like the arrow should be pointing up, so I guess it's gonna be right. So we're gonna put it somewhere over here, not there, right here. 1, 2, and the price is, oh, so it's like half-ish. I guess it's fine. Hopefully nobody actually comes to use these. So let's go for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, I'm gonna go overkill just because it seems like whatever's going on here doesn't work. And also we can buy extras and just not use them because, well, we have a ton of them, and we're also gonna need to do the same thing on the other side once we get more people coming into this airport, you know, on the other side. So that's definitely something that we have to prepare for just in case. Right, so this is not a security zone. Maybe that's why people aren't going to use them. Good, because we don't want anybody using it just yet. And I do want to leave some room between these guys just because it feels right to do. And let's see, it's always on this side. So can I put it there? No, I cannot. So I can just do maybe something like this. Sure, you know what? This is going to work. I hope that this is going to stay okay, that we won't have problems with this at all. We shouldn't. Oh boy, I put that in the wrong position. That's okay. We can dismantle it pretty easily. And these guys should be here to build these. Wow. They're actually really quick, but I think we had those in storage, so that's probably why that happened. So fair enough. And then I'm going to put, let's see, a wall there. Not really enough room for a queue, but we can definitely solve that pretty easily. All right, let's go ahead and dismantle that guy so we can actually move it over here. Let's see. Gotta wait for it to say 1 in stock. Anybody? Nobody's coming over here to get rid of that? Really? Oh, never mind. They actually did it. Okay, so 1 in stock. Come on. There we go. All right, good. Still in the security zone because if we put it there, you know what? People are going to start using them, and we obviously don't have the staff for this. And we have to slowly, very, very slowly start moving these guys over here. Again, I'm not sure if, my whole system here is going to work, but if it does, great. If not, then I tried. I definitely tried. Okay, let's go ahead and get ourselves a nice wall up in here because, of course, we don't want this area to be part of the security zone. So let's just wall it up to there. So this area is going to be part of our main hall. So we can probably just open it up here and have people flooding in here if they want. We could probably even have doors, I want to say there, but I kind of don't want to have people flooding there just yet because it might get a little bit dangerous with this area being so small. Why not? They might just get stuck in there and be stuck there for a very long time. That's not what I want. Let's go ahead and just pay off some loan as soon as we can just because I really don't want to have that much money just, sitting there. And also, you can see, this is just such a big problem. We are apparently having some other problems here. You're what? Okay, that person was having some issues. I'm not so sure what it was, but hopefully that's, not going to be that big of an issue. Do we have any trash at all? We have some trash. Okay, fair enough. So I'm going to keep the every 2 hours, I believe we have. Yes, every 2 hours. Just because it seems like we always have some trash to throw away. I would like to not have to pay for that many, but it's very, very clear that at this point, we kind of have to, so I'm going to keep it that way. Right, so let's go ahead and I guess we're going to go for the wall here. So we're going to leave some room here and draw up a wall. It goes all the way across here. Maybe we should just practice. No, I'm not going to practice. Who am I kidding? I was going to say, let's practice with this. I don't think that's going to work, and that actually goes pretty nicely all across the way here. So it looks like we're just going to have to dismantle these guys on the corner, and that shouldn't be that big of an issue. So let's go ahead and get rid of this one. Two? I'm just gonna get rid of these two, sure. Even though it seems like we should probably keep more of the ID check stands there, but it's whatever. So let's see, where do these queues, where is the, okay, why can't I see where the queues start and end? Game, what are you doing? What are you doing? I need to see this. Where's my queue start? I need to get rid of my queues, so, this is great. Does it start here? Can I, start removing it here? Oh, all I have to do is click on it. Nice. So we're gonna create chaos here just because we clearly have to get rid of this one queue. Which is not ideal, but we kind of just have to do it just so we can fit this guy all across the way here. So let's see, wall. Oh boy, this is going to create a little bit more problem just because we're not going to have a full wall just yet. So I think we could probably do it putting a door in as soon as possible, actually, now I'm looking at this. Just put it all the way through there. We have second security zone. This is exactly why the door thing might be a really bad idea, but we shall see. And let's see, we want a regular sliding door. I guess across the way here, sure. And, do we need two? Yeah, you know what? Let's just go for two and we can get rid of them if we don't actually need them. So even though, we're building wall there, people should still be able to go through there and that's not going to be a problem. Let's go ahead and remove this zoning though for now, just because that's a little bit weird. I wonder if we can have multiple zones and only one of them has, ID check stands. I don't know. I think the zoning does need to have everything. Must contain a bag scanner. Must contain ID check stand. Doesn't need anything else? Are you sure about that? Are you really sure about that? Okay, whatever. Apparently we don't need metal detectors. This is news to me, but okay. I mean, that's fine with me, whatever. And we should get people just going through there pretty easily. There we go. All right, everybody's flooding through and they're all breaking right now. Gotta love it. Gotta love it when they're super lost. Okay, so now is probably a really good time to start trying to make the zone. So let's see, how exactly do we want to put these doors? Because we're going to need doors in some pretty specific places. So we're going to need a door, I suppose, right there. Sure. That means we're going to do a door right there. And let's see, we have this door 2 doors down? 3 doors down? 2.5 doors down. Okay. That could be a joke if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's see. Space there, space there, and one over here. That doesn't look right, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, that's really not right. So I guess I could just keep it with the 2 doors down. It's not an issue. Okay, so let's see. Something like that there. And there's probably a lot of doors, but I'm kind of okay with this just because it's going to help us clear out traffic a little bit easier rather than people just going through like 2 doors instead of, like 5,000 doors. I think this is going to be a little bit better. And of course, we're going to have to find our little space where we maybe put like a plant or something where we can maybe fit our security zoning through there just because we want to make sure that we have it all connected. It's going to work better that way. So let's see. We're going to need our ID check stands, which we have a few of them. And let's see. They're down here. 2 in stock. That's actually good. We're going to go ahead and start just putting them right up against the wall because it's very clear that we need more of these than we do of anything else, at least at this point. So, I could leave just one space. I think that's going to be fine. Sure, let's go ahead and start buying some of these. We're going to have to create multiple queues, which I am kind of okay with if we do this whole door thing like this, because that means that we can isolate different queues and not have to worry about people being like, oh, well, this isn't that great. Maybe. I don't know if it's going to work, but if it does, great. If not, then, well, clearly we're going to have to find something else to do here. Let's go ahead and drop that one in there, and maybe that's going to be good. This is, yeah, this is going to have to actually serve as our security zone until we get rid of that there. I'm thinking we could probably put the plant in there, if the plant works. I'm not so sure if it does. Let's see, do we want to get rid of that wall? Yes, it's not going to cost us that much. Let's be real here. So let's get rid of that one. We're going to go for some, oh boy, I really don't want to get rid of the zoning just yet, because that's going to be a little scary. Everybody's going to be like, where do I go for security then? You just go ahead and board the plane and just deal with it. Basically, that's how our airport operates, apparently. Okay, so we have all these guys over here. It looks like we're just missing one. Let's go ahead and do the zoning now. Even though we're going to live to regret it, let's just go ahead and do it. So, we have it there. It's one complete zone. Can we actually put a plant there and it still actually counts? I mean, it's not actually deleting anything, so I think this might be okay, and I'm not so sure. I think people do pass through plants, which is obviously not going to be good, but for the most part, this should be good. Wow, they already flunked all the way over here. Good. So we're going to go ahead and just remove this zoning over here, and everybody should be coming all the way over here. Again, you know, the plant does look weird, but we can't exactly have walls and doors working on there because it's going to split the zones into two, and that's exactly what we don't need at this point. And everybody's basically lost over here because all of the staff went away. So it's probably a good idea to actually clear these out all right now before everybody else gets super confused, which means it's probably a good idea to also get rid of these queues. So let's see, where does this queue start and where does it begin? Because I know I just said the same thing. Aha, there it is. Okay, man, oh man, do I not like how this works. I would like to always see, I know like it's weird to see the queue lines, like the black and the blue ones, but it helps so much when we're trying to actually change things around. And it doesn't want to go. What? It's very, very laggy, you guys. I think it's probably because we were building a few things, so it's just going to be super laggy. Not sure if we have enough staff right now to actually man this whole operation, but I hope we do. If not, then that's easily solvable. That's definitely easily solvable. So let's see. Do we have enough staff over here? There seems to be more than enough staff. Yes, thank goodness. And we can probably even... Uh-oh. Is it because of this? Is it because of that overall? Objects too, what? What do we not... Okay, fair enough, game. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and expand the security zone all the way through here. Is that better? There we go. Alright, so we were probably missing some flights there because bad things happened. Did we actually lose any flights? It's on final approach. It's okay. It's only 2 hours late. No big deal, you guys. No big deal. Yeah, this is exactly what I was worried about. They're all going right through the plant. God dang it. God dang it. They're all... Wait, they went through without going through security, and now they're like, oh, well, I guess I better go through security. What? Who in their right mind does that? Nobody. Well, apparently we are dealing with a whole airport filled with crazy people, so I guess that kind of makes sense then. Let's see, we have only 3... That is not right. That is 100% not right. We need more storage, apparently, so let's go ahead and expand out our storage to over here. Sure. Let's hope that they actually move the stuff quickly enough so we know exactly how many metal detectors we have, because clearly we don't just have 2. Or 3, was it? I don't remember. We don't have that many, that few, I should say. So we have 9? 10. Okay, they're still dragging them in. Is that total? 11. 11 in stock. A lot of people were really, really angry because, you know, their flights just left. That's okay. I am okay with this because clearly these people are a little bit stupid. They just tried to bypass security, which is never a good idea. We have 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Do we still have enough staff for this? Because I'm not so sure that we do. They're probably roaming, though, if there are enough staff. And we do not. It seems like we do not. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's looking kind of good, although clearly people are still bunching up in there, but that's until we actually get our queues working, because we don't yet have queues. So that's going to take a little bit more money, but we're going to be able to do that. Right, so let's go ahead and get ourselves some more bag scanners because it's very, very clear that we just have to maybe build some more right now. It's too many people are crowding these, and I would like for that not to be the case. So let's go ahead and just expand these out all the way here, and we're even going to do the same thing with the ID check stands just because it's going to work that way, you guys. It's just going to work super well that way. So there we go, and wait, did we actually pay for any of these? We have 0 in stock, so we must have paid for some. We are going to go ahead and 19 of these guys. All right, we're going to have to hire a bunch more staff, but that's okay because clearly we are getting enough money that we can kind of sort of do that. I really don't like bunching all these up, but honestly, the people here are just so not intelligent, I guess. You can say that we kind of have to do this all the way through to the very end. And that means we're probably going to need some more doors as well. Let's see, one more. Sure. Okay, doors. We're going to need some more sliding doors. And let's see, they're going to go right up in here and here. Okay. We're going to go for here. Again, just because I don't want everybody crowding into the same area. It just seems like a really dumb thing when they do it, at least. And across the way should be right there. There we go. All right, so probably gonna have to solve the plant, although it looks like nobody's actually going through the plant anymore. It was just those people who actually bypassed security and had to find a quick way in, I should say. Are the metal detectors working right? It looks like they are. The bag scanners, however, are not. They're actually going the opposite way, which is never a good thing, but, you know, we tried. We definitely tried. It just seems like, you know, you can never really tell where the arrow is actually going, basically. Okay, so more staff is needed because it seems like people are being dumb again, which, again, is not surprising. So let's go ahead and just hire some more staff until we see that nothing is open. 50, let's go ahead and go for 70, and maybe that should be not okay. Is that okay? I mean, we have most of these like just stuffed in there, so that's kind of okay. What I'm not okay with though is that they trying to find the shortest path, not the most optimal, because clearly going all the way over here is going to get you less time spent waiting in line and missing your flight, but they don't notice that for some reason. They really don't notice that. How much staff are we going to need here? And now for the bag scanners, is that where you're going? Yep, we're going to need for the bag scanners. Is that enough? That seems to be enough. I really hope that is, and that there's nobody actually floating around, because I don't want extra staff. Although, I mean, that could be okay if we continue to build out, but for now, this might be more than enough security. We're gonna have to see, though. We are, of course, going to have to expand down here, just because we are having quite a few issues. Did we miss any flights here? No, we did not. We just don't have money because we just spent a ton of it trying to hire a bunch of security staff. So fair enough, game. Fair enough. I guess now is just a thing of waiting for some more money, or we can just grab more money. Yeah, you know, let's just grab some more money and make our extra area here so we can actually make some proper queues, because of course, queues are super important. So let's see, we're gonna go for a 10. We don't have enough money for that. Wait, do we have enough money for this? Not really. I think this would be fair enough for a queue, but it seems like we're gonna need a little bit more money than that. So, don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh boy, so nobody should ever offer me any loans because I am gonna be so bad with that, so bad with that. And it's not really a thing about money management. It's just that, you know, I try to find the easiest way out, which is clearly a loan. So, you know, I want things built up quicker, so loan, just go with the way of loans. And suddenly we don't have enough money. Things are lagging a little bit, but that's probably because we are building this brand new area. Hopefully it's not causing any security issues. Doesn't look like it is, although people, oh, never mind, it looks like it is. Wonderful. Don't you just love it when we have security issues and everybody's just walking wherever the heck they want? This is gonna go great, you guys. This is gonna go spectacularly, and suddenly we have a bunch of, oh. Great. Wonderful. Just perfect. So, well, maybe we should probably go ahead and hire some more workmen. Not enough money. Oh, even better. Even better. So I guess we're gonna have to try to work with 20 workmen, and they should probably try to work a little bit faster, just so we won't have as many issues and not miss any of our flights, because if we miss, actually, it looks like our Super Alliance flight is trying to depart. So yeah, if there's an issue with that one, we're going to have more than just one issue with missing flights right now. We're going to have an issue with Super Alliance leaving us and losing $20,000 to termination fees, which is never good. But it looks like we are almost built. Thank goodness we built up just a small area. It wasn't as big as this one here, so that was done a little bit quicker. Thank goodness. And we're probably going to miss a few flights, no doubt about that. But just as long as they're not Super Alliance, I guess I'm okay with that. Again, just because of the $20,000 termination fee. I don't think any of the other airlines we have, excuse me? I didn't even click on that. I don't think any of the other airlines we have termination fees that high, so I think for the most part we should be good. Let's see, final approach. Oh! We have enough time between these flights that we're not actually going to miss that many flights, or, you know, we might not miss any at all. If this works right, if it works right. Let's see, we're still having some, require secure area. What's this then? Game, what are you doing? This is still considered a secure, do you need me to actually make this whole thing a secure area? Is that what it is? Okay, you know what, I can do that. I can definitely do that. Let's go ahead and do that, like there. Is this a secure, and now it is. My gosh, that's frustrating, but okay, fine, sure, whatever. They can do whatever it wants, and clearly everybody's flooding right through the plant, because that's just how it happens. So we are, of course, having some more security issues, which are as expected. I'm going to go ahead and draw up a nice queue for these people to use, so they won't be all flocking to the, to everything, basically, like they are right now, because clearly this is a pretty big headache, and that's not the kind of thing that we need right now. We kind of need a little bit of peace and quiet. These poor workers are being swamped, and that's just not okay. We're not paying them enough for this. So let's go ahead, drop the queues, and hopefully that'll sort things out a little bit. Okay, our queues have been set up, and I hope that they work well. I'm gonna build out some more ID check stands to here, and then I'm gonna leave like a space, and then build a few more in this area that are strictly for first class only. Don't know if that's a good idea to do, just because it seems like we might have a lot of first class passengers than, you know, what usual airports would have, so we might even have to just make this, like, this whole thing first class, maybe leave just, like, one little space there and put it together right next to that. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I have this idea that we probably should do that just to maybe clear these up of any first class passengers and have them maybe go to the proper, I don't know, because it looks like maybe a lot of people are standing over here. I see first class, they're going into the queue. Maybe they're letting first class people go in first. I'm not so sure. I don't know why there's always like bunches of people waiting here to go through the queue, which it seems like super weird. I know the queues are super long. They're going to have people going there for a long time, but the reason is that it seems like we get a lot of people, and I want to make sure that everybody's going through as efficiently as possible. And as you can see, we have maybe more people focusing on actually going through the queue rather than going to these guys, so that might be a problem that we're gonna have to fix, because that's not really what I planned. I think, yeah, we might have to go for shorter queues, you guys. It looks like people are being dumb as usual. I mean, what did I you guys, what did I expect? Why did I expect that they would suddenly get super smart and be like, oh yeah, you know what, let's just go straight through queues without bunching up at the very end. Let's just all go right through because this is all meant for us. No, apparently they're just like, I guess first class maybe can go first or something, or they're, for some reason, like, I don't know what the order here, what the hierarchy here is, but they're doing something there. Also, it looks like they keep going from one queue to the other. They can't really decide where it is that they want to go. But the bright side is that they are actually using some of these. So I think what I want to do is I actually want to get rid of some of the queue, because clearly these people are really not that bright. So let's go ahead and get rid of some of this here. I think I want to get rid of maybe half of the queue, just because it seems like it might be a little bit too long, and that's literally not what I really wanted here. Sure, something like that. I don't know, honestly. Let's get rid of this one as well, something like the same thing there, just because geez, these people, you put so much work into doing something, and then suddenly they're like, I don't like it, try again. Like, really? Oh man. And I don't mean to complain, but it's just like it happens every single time. No matter what we do, they're just like, no, that's not good enough for us. Alright, so let's see. We're going to go ahead and get rid of all of this right up in here and a little bit more up until there. That should be good. Alright, so everybody please get in line and don't be dumb anymore. Please. They're a lot shorter now, so you shouldn't be dumb. Okay, now somebody's pirating because they just missed their flight. Great. Isn't that good? Isn't that just wonderful when you miss your flight because you're being dumb and playing like freaking... What is that game with the chairs called? Musical chairs. There we go. Because they're freaking playing musical chairs. Now let's go to this queue. Now let's go to this queue. Like, what do you want? These cars are freaking open and they can take you, but they're just being like, the queue seems fun to just walk through. Let's just do that instead. Okay. Oh my gosh. We might have to shorten the queues a little bit more, because very clearly these passengers are not that bright. And for some reason they're taking this path here instead of going through this path here, which shouldn't be a path because they're actually walking right through the queue. I wonder if that's part of our problem here. Let's go ahead and add, let's see, this to the security zone because it's very clear that this is going to be part of the security zone anyway. And that, I hope, if it solves anything, I hope it does solve our queue issue. So let's see. Is that going to make sure that people actually walk this way? It does! Oh my gosh. Look at that big change. Just like that. You add in a little bit more security area and then suddenly everybody's just like, oh, I guess that's how it goes. No, you don't say. You don't freaking say. Although it looks like we still have to clear up the queues because they're not exactly sure how to go through this. It's just so frustrating, but you know what? As long as we get some people through and as long as we still have all our flights, we don't. Great. Just great. Failed to... runway issues. Probably because we had a few flights just coming at the same exact time just because of the issues we were having with the airport earlier. This one failed to reserve gate probably because of the same issues, which I'm kind of okay with just because that was our own fault and nobody else's. Right, so it looks like this queue is maybe resolving itself a little bit. We could do with maybe adding the rest of the check ID stands here, ID check stands. Why can I never get that name right? We could do with adding those over to here to fill that up and then maybe adding our first class queue. Although again, I don't know how that one's going to work because clearly this is a problem. So I may have to make like this section here first class or something like that. Something crazy like that. Oh my gosh, you guys. We're getting super crazy right now and maybe that's going to work out for us. I don't know, but it looks like queues aren't working out as well as I would have hoped. People are, for some reason, being very, very dumb. Like, I think what happens here is that they check the path, and because there's somebody already walking through the queue, they're just like, okay, now I'm just gonna stay here. They check the path again. It's the same thing still happening over and over and over again because there's just so many people trying to get through. Obviously not a good thing. Maybe if we add more security it's gonna help, but right now it looks like we have a lot of security that's not doing anything at all. So I'm not 100% sure how to solve this problem. So if you guys have any suggestions as to how to fix our security problems, please do let me know in the comments because these passengers are getting on my very last nerve and I am about to just get rid of all the queues and have everything go haywire just because it seems like they can't even handle queues of all things. They can handle this one for some reason, but they seem to not be able to handle this one, which is surprising because security is probably the most important thing that they have to go through. But yeah, that's just the state of this airport. We weren't even able to afford the new runway, which I guess is fair enough because it's a little bit cheaty and I kind of shouldn't be doing that, but I kind of want to do it just to see how much easier things would get for us. But that's not going to happen until we solve our current problems with security. But I suppose that'll happen in the next episode because that is it for this episode of SimAirport. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, share your support, and subscribe if you already haven't. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome night.